Okay, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the whole team at Longyi Property, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us here today and welcome you to the auction of 10 Doubell Close in the lovely suburb of Glen Waverley. So, to all of our bidders and buyers that are here today to participate into the auction, my instructions to you are plain and simple, and that is to bid bold, bid aggressively, and give it your absolute best here today, because we have a stunning opportunity here that you could be calling your very, very next time. So ladies and gentlemen, of course, I'd like to thank our vendors very, very much as well for not only entrusting myself to be the auctioneer, but also the entire selling team at Longyi Property for selling what is arguably their most prized possession. Now, of course, your listing agents, we've got Faye and Ali there, supported by the rest of the team. We've also got Candy, Grace, and Jack. If you have any questions about the property, need any support with your bidding endeavours, make sure to flag down any one of the capable members of the team there. But otherwise, we are happy to present to you this lovely home. I will talk about the rules and regulations of an auction. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit the auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price, and as your auctioneer, I will be indicating bidders on a request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders from attempting to prevent others from bidding. And it will issue fines for misconduct. The rules do permit vendor bids. The words I will be using to indicate I am placing a bid on behalf of our vendors is simply vendor bid. And by law, only I, as the auctioneer, can place those vendor bids. Now, settlement terms for the purchase of this beautiful family home is preferred between 30 to 90 days. Very flexible to meet your needs here, buyers, and make it a very comfortable takeover and transition process for you. We're also going to be asking you for a standard 10% deposit payable this evening as per standard Victorian auction rules, and that's to be made available to the trust account of Longyi Property by bank cheque or bank transfer. Now, of course, if you've had any prior arranged terms and conditions discussed and our vendors have agreed to those terms, then you're more than comfortable to be bidding on that basis. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the stunning home here at 10 Doubell Close, Glen Waverley. That could be your very own home, and I hope that you've seen it, you've loved it, and you're here to buy it. Ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate family home here, a perfect blend between accessibility and privacy in a beautiful court location. Very, very well loved by our owners, of course. You can see as you make your way through the entranceway, a lot of homely design here. Lots of green, lush greenery with the beautiful landscape front, backyard, all the way from the side access out to the back. Very fertile soil as well, as you can see out the back. Our owners have made many, many efforts to grow vegetables all the way through fruits and much, much more. And you can see just the versatility that it has, and it's already there, ready for you to inherit. The home itself is absolutely stunning with 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and dual car spacing, underpinning a prospective purchase of 687 square metres of prime Glen Waverley soil. And of course, beautiful multiple living zones there to entertain friends and family. Incredible layout with beautiful north-facing aspects that allow for an abundance of natural light to come through. And of course, plenty more in there to make a very comfortable living for you and your family. Access to all of the local amenities is superb from this particular location as well, with literally parks and reserves down the road here. It's walking distance to Gels Park and all the sporting grounds and amenities just down the road there. Schools, you've got some very, very good high quality schooling options here from Mount View Primary School school zoning and Brentwood Secondary School zoning from the public perspective, but also some very elite selective schools and private schools such as Caulfield Grammar. Not far from this location here, Monash University all here as well, so your kids can grow up from being very small younglings all the way to their university days and not have to move houses one single time to better their education from this location here, ladies and gentlemen. Shops and reserves. Shops are going to be taken care of. You've got the Glen, you've got Chadstone, and any other shopping centre you want to head to from here. And accessibilities via public transport or freeways are all taken care of as well. So a long list of reasons to buy here, and that's just the start. Once you move in, you'll find many, many more reasons to love calling this place your home. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hand it over to you now for your spirited bidding. Who would like to get the auction underway? Don't mind where we start. Happy to start at any opening figure where you see logical value. You simply let me know where that is and we'll take it from there. First bidder will get a bottle of wine that's been held by Candy there in case you need any more incentive to bid for this lovely home. Quoting range 1.45 to 1.59. Happy to see us start anywhere there. First bid's always the hardest, ladies and gentlemen. Don't mind where it comes from. Simply raise your hand and show me that you mean business here. Show strength from the onset here. Show me that you mean to buy. Flex those auction muscles, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, I simply kick things off with a vendor bid on my end. Going to call it 3 times now. First call, second call, third and final time. All done, all finished, all silent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start things off with a vendor bid at $1,450,000. Let's go and $20,000 rise on top. Be nice and inviting here, ladies and gentlemen. At $1,450,000 now. Candy putting the bottle of wine away, or she can give it to me after the auction. Don't mind. At $1,450,000, need to be $470 if you'd like. At $1,450,000. Let's go 70 now. $20,000 increment is what I seek. At $1,450,000 now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's show strength. There you go, guys. Starting things off now. At $1,450,000. Raise your hand. Let me know that you mean business. Many people in the crowd inspecting the property multiple times all throughout the 4-week campaign leading up to auction day. And we know there's interest in the crowd. Otherwise, I'll simply move things along with vendor bids until we get to a point where it may not suit your budget. At $1,450,000, absolute bargain buying at this level. Going to call it 3 times now. First call at $1,450,000. Second call at $1,450,000. Third and final time. All done, all finished, all silent. Very tough crowd here today. I know you haven't all come to see me. I'm not that handsome. At $1,450,000. I'm going to place a vendor bid at $1,500,000. If we're not getting any further participation from here, I'm going to move things along. I was expecting much more participation from there. Team, if you have any bids, shout it out now. Happy to see you in on a 20. Otherwise, I am going to place a $50,000 vendor bid to move things along nice and aggressively. Candy, let me know anything. Faye or Ali, any other bid, you need to let me know now. Going to call it 3 times now. Grace as well, if you'd like to jump on in. If you've seen a buyer and they're happy to entertain a $20,000 bid, calling it 3 times now. Otherwise, we go straight to 1.5. First call at $1,450,000 now the bid. Second call at $1,450,000. Third final time. All done, all finished, all silent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to progress the auction now to $50,000 vendor bid. We're now at $1,500,000 with a vendor bid with myself. At $1,500,000 now. Happy to see you in once again on a $20,000 bid. Otherwise, continuing to move things along with vendor bids. At $1,500,000 now. Happy to see you in on a 20. At $1,500,000 now. Candy, of course, speaking to all of our buyers. Shout out if you have any interest there, expressed any interest at this level. At $1,500,000, raise your hand. Show me that you mean business. Show me that you're interested. At $1,500,000 now, need to be $1,520,000 as an absolute bare minimum, ladies and gentlemen. Where do we go from here? At $1,500,000, are we sure we're all done? Give it your absolute all, an incredible opportunity here at 10 Doubell Close to call it your very own. Show me that you mean business if you'd like this home. First call now, second call, third and final time, all done, all finished, and all silent. Candy, any interest from your buyer over there or Ali, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to place a vendor bid at $1,550,000. One last opportunity. Faye, any interest over there? Happy to see you in on a 20 as an absolute bare minimum from here. First call, second call, third, final time, all done, all finished and silent. All right, crowd, I'm going to go along with my vendor bids. We're going to go straight to $1,550,000 now. Jack, please update those numbers now. Once again, a vendor bid has been placed. Simply have to move things along quite aggressively in order to protect our vendor's reserve price at this stage. Was expecting much more bidding and competition given the amount of interest we've seen throughout the campaign here at $1,550,000 now the bid. No further bidding from here. Calling it 3 times, and I'll seek our vendor's instructions from here and without any bidding, it's quite a simple decision just to pass the property in at this stage. So let me know if you are interested at this stage. You need to be another $20,000 on top from here. You can come inside and negotiate with our vendor's reserve price at $1,550,000, calling it 3 times. First call, second call, third and final time. Hold on, finished, silent. All right, gang, we're going to call a quick pause for the auction here. Go inside, get some instructions here. Hopefully we get some renewed interest and we'll resume the auction very, very shortly. Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience and anticipation. Now, I believe we got a bid from here, but just before we go ahead and take any other offers at this stage, I will pass on the instructions from our vendors. Quite plain and simple, just simply because we are lacking any kind of participation in the audience. We're going to be passing the property in if there's no further bidding or further advance from here. At this point in time, happy to see you in, but we need a bid of at least $10,000. Instructions from our vendors at this stage. Otherwise, we simply pass the property in and start negotiation processes effective immediately. So just over here, I know you did want to make an offer beforehand. Would you still like to make a bid at this stage? Yes? At 1 million. Let's do 10. 156. 1,560,000. Yes. So $1,550,000. Otherwise, we pass the property in on a vendor bid and we negotiate with everybody. If you'd like to give me a bid of $10,000, you can come inside and we negotiate exclusively with you. One last opportunity. Anybody in the crowd can snatch those exclusive rights to negotiate. Yep, 156, and thank you very much. Welcome to the auction and good luck out this way. Instructions are to pass the property in out this way at $1,560,000 if there's no further bid or offer. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your social proof and evidence that the property is wanted by somebody else. At $1,560,000 just out to the right-hand side of the auction here at $1,560,000. Happy to see a $10,000 rise on top. Otherwise, the exclusive rights to negotiate sit with the lady out to the right-hand side at $1,560,000. No further bid. We pass the property in and start negotiation processes out this way. If you have any more to offer, if you got any inkling of interest, if you would like to be the person to come inside, know where the reserve price is and start the negotiation process here, you need to be the highest bidder. That price is set at $1,570,000 if you'd like to jump on in. Otherwise, the bid stands at $1,560,000. Ladies and gentlemen, going to call it 3 times now, and we'll need to know your response from here. Just checking with the crowd once again. If you'd like the exclusive rights to negotiate, currently stands over there. Lady in the white jacket there. I'm going to call it 3 times, and we'll need to know a response from here. We pass the property in. First call at $1,560,000. Second call at $1,560,000. And of course, once the property is passed in, more than likely it sells to our highest bidder from the negotiation processes from here. Third, final time, all done, all finished, all silent. Just confirming once again along the crowd here. Any interest out back? All done. Across over there, Candy, let me know about your buyer. Any interest over there, sir? No? Across the road. Hope you're enjoying the show at the very least. Any interest out this way? We formally passed the property in at $1,560,000. Any interest? Last opportunity. First call, second call, third and final time. Candy, unless your buyer would like to jump on in on a $10,000 bid, we pass the property in. What's the decision? Yes? We're still having conversations here. Thank you very much for your patience. I believe we're almost done at this stage. $1,560,000 in or out. Need to know. One last opportunity. Even if you would like to offer more, you need to do so now. Otherwise, you have to wait for these guys to finish negotiations, and you may not have a second chance from here. Last opportunity, Candy. What's the decision there? Any interest from here? We're pretty much done here. At $1,560,000, we're passing the property in. First call, second call, third and final time, all done, all finished, all silent. Candy. Ali, any interest? All right, I think that's a shake of the head. Ladies and gentlemen, we formally passed the property in at $1,560,000. Let's all give our highest bidder a round of applause, and we hope to update you with a sold result very, very shortly. Thank you very much.